My name's Joe Bob and I'm very peeved. In case you couldn't tell, I'm not particularly energetic today. And that's because I just spent the last couple of hours grinding for secrets by killing Lorne Flukes over and over and over. Not the most entertaining of things, of activities, which is why I've spared you it. It's just kill Lorne Fluke, go dock, exit the game to come back in to respawn it, kill it again, then once you've done a bunch of that, go over to Wither to do the same with the Lifebergs. One of the least fun parts about endgame Sunless Sea. All to get a ridiculous amount of secrets and a ridiculous amount of outlandish artifacts with which to use those secrets. But you want to know the funniest part about all of this? You want to know what's hilarious about it? After I had done all of that, after I had killed all of those, my save corrupted, which meant I had to go all the way back to the backup I made. In fact, my backup got corrupted as well, so I had to go back to an even earlier backup, which I made after I stopped recording the other day. Before I did all that, meaning I had to do all of that over again. Isn't that fucking hilarious? But it's all done now. All done. And now I have... Oh, where is it? 77 outlandish artifacts and... Can never find anything in here. 77 secrets. Which, with a monstrous almanac equipped, would be enough to boost me to above 175 pages. Let's get started then, shall we? I definitely don't actually need all those 77 outlandish artifacts. Whatever. I don't know why I got so many. I think I was just going completely nutty by that point. I still think it's stupid that the lock on the pages doesn't go by the base pages instead. Clearly they're able to monitor that since they see it right there, but whatever. There. Because remember, I edited the events files to make it so that you could actually have multiple of these, because it's stupid that you can't. And that should be good. Should be more than enough, in fact. There. And, who's my chief? Ah, right, that. So I don't know why it shunts me back up to the top every time I do that. 169, what? Oh, right. Forgot about that. Wait, no. Yes, okay. There. 176. Just barely higher than... Okay. And my cargo hold is left with exactly 7. Naturally. Alright. Now we can actually start putting that thing into my strategy into play. Well, no, first we gotta drop off all these monstrous almanacs in, yeah, vendor bite. Alright. Maybe I should have gone with a couple more, whatever. Let's see. There. Alright. So, all but one of them. At least my time certainly hasn't been unprofitable. But what does it gain a man? What does it profit a man to gain the world but lose his soul? It annoys me that I've got all of this crap in my inventory that I can't offload. Yeah. Well, technically I could. I could just toss it in the ocean. But what I mean is I don't. That I can't. Doesn't work with the storage mod. Aggravates me. Alright, wisdom. Here we go. Go a port report, why not? Yep. Oh yeah, we can buy fuel here. It's not cheap, certainly, but it's alright. And supplies. Alright. And now, after all of that crap we went through, well, I went through rather, you didn't. I can finally profit off of my suffering with 176 pages, because it unlocks this. Exchange a secret for a prisoner. Wisdom has many, many secrets. Far more than one might expect them to glean from the prisoners. But a discerning scholar might identify a secret which would tempt even the governor of the prison. This is unlikely to be profitable. That is a filthy lie. An audience with the governor. The unctuous fellow listens closely to your promises. At last he leads you to the heart of wisdom, through 5 gates with locks of brass and iron. The governor sits rigid in a high-backed chair. His manner of dress is Kurganian. His face is concealed behind a smooth mask. He coughs frequently as you detail your enigma, raising his gloved hand to his mouth. The room smells of mold and bat guano. That's enough, he says at last. Choose your prisoner. Some poor soul. You book in here at random, or as part of your own complex schemes. Because he's some sort of rather genteel pirate, apparently. Thank you. I was at the top of the list for the Oracle's dinner. They can't speak in human language unless they're fed human life. And if they can't speak in human language, the governor can't trade the secrets, can he now? Thank you. I didn't want to end my life in a not Oracle's gullet. If you take me to the Corsair's Forest, I'll give you what reward I can. But this may interest you more. Something I overheard when the Oracles last feasted. Now we got a Tale of Terror, a shady sword which we can send to the Corsair's Forest, or in Gator's Morn, for 120 echoes, and a searing enigma. In other words, a refund. Yeah. You can see where this is going. Unfortunately, this means a lot of clicks to do this. Gotta do this, and then this, and then this. It's not the worst. Certainly compared to what I just went through. But yeah. Of course, shady swords are, of course, cargo. So it takes up cargo space, which is why we cleared out it. Which is why we cleared it out. So yeah, this is gonna take a little while. But it's completely free. All you need is cargo space and, well, a little bit of fuel and supplies for the trip, but it's a pretty short trip. And you can get, what are Tales of Terror worth? 10 echoes? Also, they got 2 exclamation marks. Multiple exclamation marks are the sign of a diseased mind. Alright, well, oh yeah, 12 echoes, actually. You can sell them for memories of distant shores over at IREM, and then sell those at Vendorbyte for 12 echoes, which sounds like a bit out of your way, but they don't take up any space so you can just get a few hundred of them, since fortunately these are sold via actual shops, so you can sell them very quickly. Unlike getting them, which takes several clicks each. But yeah, this is what makes pages on the level of mirrors in terms of being incredibly broken, because they both have some stupidly ridiculous ways of breaking them, both of which occur around 175. And yeah, well, now I don't think mirrors was 170, but close enough. Which, as far as I know, no other stat has. This is just a fundamentally weird and kind of broken game, frankly. Anyways, I'll cut out the rest of this. Be back in a bit. Alright, we're back with 200 Shady Swords and 210 Tales of Terror. And now, we swing to Gator's Morn. And now, to do even more clicking to drop them off. Yay. At least this is quicker, although there's scrolling involved, which is... Alright. That's all of them sold. Now we got 50,000 echoes from that. Because that's, what was it? 200 times 120... Yeah, 24,000. And that's plus 2,400, an extra 2,400 whenever I cash in these. Which is frankly a drop in the bucket, but alright. And now what will we do with all this, now that we've got all this cash? We go back and do it all again! Yeah! Be back in a bit. Okay. For a frankly stupid amount of time and clicking, my index finger is now quite sore, but I have a stupid amount of cash. And now we'll use that for an equally stupid task. You will see. Or you will have seen, rather. As we're going to IREM. Ah, yes, IREM. I remember why nobody remembers IREM. Because I haven't gone there yet. Yeah. You may be wondering how many times exactly I had to go through all that of getting 200 Shady Swords and then selling them off. 12 times. I don't even know why I did it that many times. Oh right, now I remember. It was for a really stupid reason. As usual. Alright. Now then. Here we go. And now we can buy extraordinary implications. Stupid amounts of extraordinary implications. What? Why do I only have 150? What? Huh? Okay, I'm confused. Just got cheated. Okay, I just lost a whole bunch of cash for nothing. Yeah. Whatever. Apparently, it only goes up. Like, I remember why nobody remembers IREM, because they can't count higher than 150! Apparently. Oh no, please don't tell me. Okay, so this works perfectly fine, but not the extraordinary location specifically? What? I don't get it. Alright, now I've got a stupid amount of searing enigmas. Which, okay. Hang on. I'll have to do a bit of save editing to fix that obvious bullshit that happened. Let's see, how many did I'll have to calculate how many I lost, so... Oh no, I just remembered, I don't actually have to do save editing, because it doesn't actually save when you're doing all the stuff that you do in the shop, until you actually do something else that saves the game. So that's convenient. It's been very annoying in the past, but at least it's come to help me this time. Ah! Fingers already sore enough, game. Alright, 196. I prefer if I had been able to get to a nice multiple of 9, but oh well. That's 196, let's see. Yeah, close enough. Now, with all of this, we can go all the way to Iron Republic. Right. Alright, here we go. Parliament of Flies. And here, we can buy Dread Surmises for 9 Searing Enigmas. And as if you were paying attention back in IREM, you would notice that you can sell Dread Surmises there for 10 Searing Enigmas. Which, considering Searing Enigmas can be sold for 1,000 echoes over back in London, that means that for every Dread Surmise that you have, you can gain about 1,000 echoes of profit per trip. See? By getting a ridiculous amount of... by getting these Dread Surmises. If you're a deranged psychopath! Seriously. I want to put a disclaimer. I am not endorsing this kind of behavior. I am doing this to show you just how utterly retarded this is. The strategy is. Like, you have to, like, I literally, like, went to such... oh, man. This is, like, I've only ever done, like, seriously done this once in the past in a regular playthrough. And it was stupid then, and it's stupid now. The only reason I was doing this was just to show how utterly stupid it is. Like, this is the level of... This is what endgame Sunless Sea does to you. This is what it does to your mind. It makes you think that this sort of shit is, like, something actually worth doing. Possibly. Endgame Sunless Sea is stupid. Well, I ate some more stupid grinding. I don't know why. Got a ridiculous amount of echoes. Got some of my stats really high. You know, why not? And yeah, this game is just... I don't know. This game is just mind-numbingly dull in the late game, frankly. But, it's clearly past time to end it. Oh yeah, and I sold off basically everything. You'll see why. Well, no, obviously, yeah, I sold off basically everything I had, of course. Now, the time has come to dedicate myself wholeheartedly to Endeavor. Yes, of course. What else is there for me left? Beyond a few random quests. Her memories are fading. There is much she must pass on to you regarding the presbyterate before they vanish altogether, beyond the means of her engravings and statues to recover. 7 years pass. Across the gloomy sea, across the carmine sands, and the lurid violet jungles and the brazen veldt, to the mountain, blazing bright, to Nida. Her basalt walls are broken. Bloodshed stains her gemstone streets. This close, the light of the mountain is savage. Lenses of sapphire protect your eyes as you march along the Avenue of Lament. At its end, beyond a statue of the first presbyter, is the funeral facade of the College of Mortality. Gray, grim. Your detachment has penetrated furthest into the city. Batuk is at your side, bearing the Seven's apple and plowshare banner. "This is it," he bellows over the sound of battle. "The last time! This is as far as we got! Your moment is at hand." And obviously there's three choices, but obviously there's only one we can choose. Hold to the plan. Stay loyal to the Seven. Liberty, equality, eternity. With a cry, you charge, and in a short, bloody battle, force your way into the college. Behind its mausoleum grim walls, it is as close to a paradisiac afterlife as can be achieved. Ceilings aglow with stars, or azure with dazzling recreations of a summer sky. Pools of cold crystal water, servants of seraphic beauty. The once presters fight back. Their vitality is impossible. Bullets do not kill them, nor swords. Your men stop fighting like soldiers and start fighting like butchers. Your victory is slow, but inevitable. At the back of the college, a vast door guards the way to the mountain's heart. Your remaining soldiers drag it open, revealing a tunnel reaching into the mountain's searing stone. Not even your sapphire goggles allow you to see within. A warm breeze spills out, carrying the scents of saffron, of lavender, of apples. Beyond lies the garden, root of immortality. The rest of the Seven join you, and you enter as one. Your followers are close behind, part march, part procession, part festival. You lead them through the blazing light, whiter than a sun's heart. 7 conquered Nida. King James, a trophy, a family Bible. King James edition, of course. One passage is circled in old red ink. Romans 6:9. Knowing that Christ, being raised from the dead, dieth no more, death hath no more dominion over him. And that makes it all worth it, doesn't it? Well, maybe. And that's, well, this game in a nutshell. At least the later parts of the game. The earlier parts of the game are struggling to survive while finding bits and pieces of the story. The later parts of the game are a lot of mind-numbing grinds and silly buggers, and just running around, and tedious, or more tedium in general, justified by damn good storytelling. Yeah. And that's that then. And yeah, here comes the roguelike elements. Roguelite elements. This Captain's journey is over. However, leave a legacy. Certain items, certain legacy qualities will do things, increasing starting stats by a chunk. These are the ones that I got. And because I got a Scion, I can get 2 of these legacies, which just give them like 50% of one of the stats and also some other quality. This one, it was for mirrors, it was 50% of the cash I got, which is why I bothered grinding some cash. Well, no, that's not why I bothered, because the cash I already had was plenty enough, but that was just to show you how utterly stupid late game grinds are. And then, yeah, retain one of the weapons. It might be worth getting retaining grief, because that's quite a good weapon before I get the ridiculous amount of mirrors. And once I get, by the time I get ridiculous amount of mirrors, if I even bother with that, well, I'll probably already have Memento Mori. Yeah, sure, why not? It's not too difficult to get a silly amount of the thingamajigs. But yeah. For some hmm. But yeah, the other ones, this one also gives half the money, so if I got all of these, I'd be able to get the whole amount of money, but why bother? This one retains one of the officers, which can be useful. There's the one that's fairly useful at the start if you're to get that really good, pretty good engine. But yeah, and this one, however, is kind of a trap, because the chart, because starting out with your chart means, well, for one thing, it won't randomize, which can be good, can be bad. But for another, you won't get any fragments from rediscovering the stuff, which means you'll lose out on potentially dozens of secrets that are basically free. It's not as bad as some people will claim it is, but it's still not very good. Not unless you got a really good map, for one reason or another. But yeah, I mean, just I don't know. This game just does not feel suited to starting over. Or the whole roguelike elements of it feel very weird for the game. I don't know. There's a reason why, despite them, despite certain plans of theirs, they ultimately didn't decide to add any kind of their new game plus elements to Fallen London. It just really doesn't fit. I don't know. This game, this game is a lot of fun, but it just feels like a lot of elements that just don't fit well together. It's good. It's a damn good game, but it could be a lot better. And there's Fallen London, which is also a really good game, but Fallen London just hardly even feels like a game at times. I don't know. I won't say that the people that made this game are fail better games, aren't good at making games. They are, but I don't know. They just don't. They make they make some damn good games, but it feels like they don't really know why they're good. I don't know. I'm just rambling at this point. I've been playing for hours. Tedium. And a lot of that is my own fault. But I don't know. This But yeah, this is the end of this captain's journey. It's probably not the end of my series on this. I'll probably do another few videos doing some random other quests that I didn't get around to, getting these last few legacies. Oh, and I'm definitely gonna get involved with the whole going east stuff. But until then, I have been Joe Bob, and I'm very peeved. Sayonara, suckers.